Okay, this is our front door, and I pushed the doorbell. I couldn't hear it. It's a ring type doorbell. I'm assuming that it works. I don't inspect smart home features, so that also goes to the smoke alarms, which I don't think these would be hooked up to the smart home system, but I don't know that. The smoke alarms are yellowed. If they're yellow, they've expired, so it's time to replace the smoke alarms regardless. They don't need to be tested. This door going into the garage should have a self-closing spring on it. Hello, Mr. Fire. Okay, yeah, nice shit. Moving on along over here. These bathroom vents, I don't know where they go. I got to review the videos from the roof. I got a couple videos of the roof. I'm not sure they vent to the exterior. This faucet's a little loose when it's in the closed position. This bathtub drains slowly, okay? And it also makes a whistle sound when it first starts. Coming over here is our GFCI. There's a bathroom, hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Everything goes down, it's supposed to go down. Bye, Timmy. Okay, now only the commodes have escutcheon plates. In the bathrooms and in the kitchen, okay, we do not have escutcheon plates inside on our plumbing in there. It's just raw pipe coming out of the walls. We're supposed to have those little escutcheon plates, those little rosettas. Then our doors, okay, your door's supposed to be painted on 6 sides. That's the front side, this is the back side, this is the latch side style, this is the hinge side style. Alright, what about that? Can I, okay. Oh, what about that? That doesn't look like it's painted to me. Okay. Coming on, this is the only sliding door. We're missing a screen. We're missing several screens around here, and several of our windows are fogging. And also, when you come in here, besides the ones that I actually noted as fogging, when you come in here and you see that this little piping has got cracks in it, you know it's not long for this world. Channel, what is the name of that? I'll come up with it. We're in the front bedroom now. We're going around. Ceiling fans are look pretty good. Can I get a ceiling fan here? There. Big hand for the ceiling fan. Closets. Kind of hard to get into these windows. Okay, kind of hard to get into them. Oh, and I had this gizmo plugged in. It was making all kinds of noise. Got another one in the primary bedroom. They're probably talking to each other. Well, they're not making noise now. It sounded like an airplane taking off earlier. It was like this rush, like this white noise type thing. Yellow smoke alarm. But this is an all-electric house, Bud. It's an all-electric house. There's Bud right there. Hello. We might be an all-electric house. We do not have a fireplace, but we do have an attached garage. And because we have an attached garage, and a car can make carbon monoxide, you know. So, and it's occupied. We got some stuff in here. There we go. Look at all that. You should see the attic. Okay. This is the living room, and coming on around, here's our windows and stuff, and our sectionals. I cannot see all of the floor, so I can't tell you whether this house has in-floor electric receptacles, but it probably doesn't. This is also, all home inspectors are required to render opinions about the foundation. And and we get our information. Trees shouldn't be too close. We'll talk about some movement. But I'm a firm believer that home inspectors should stay in their lane. I should be a good home inspector. I'm not an engineer. I shouldn't pretend like I'm an engineer, even though I use engineering equipment. So I'm measuring the height elevation differential of the floor height elevation. Okay, elevations, the differentials of the floor height elevation, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing those things. And I'm using guidelines. I'm using guidelines. I'm not calculating slope. The guidelines I use is no more than 1 inch of floor height elevation differential within 30 feet. And there's not 1 inch of floor height elevation differential on this floor height overall. Another one that I use, since we don't have 1 inch, shouldn't really have to go into 2 inches overall because I don't even have 1 inch. So this house, is it stable? I can't tell you that. Is it level? Today, it is level. I can tell you that. So my opinion is that the foundation is performing the function for which it's intended. It's supporting the superstructure. And then roll it on in here and look at some more windows. Most of our window screens are missing. Remember that. Aluminum frame windows. One of them is a slider. I got notes around here. Oh, that's a part out of the window. It's one of the little guide parts. I'm not sure which window it came out of. I found it just about. That's exactly where I found it. I'm counting 4 fogging windows and 5, 6, 7, 8 missing window screens. Just kind of rolling on out over here because we're rollers. Rolling out to the patio. Yay, team. Got a whole video about this. Come on in, bud. Oh, exterior light fixtures should be sealed. Now, since this is an LVP vinyl type floor, it's a plastic product, and so I cannot do a moisture test. I'm not required to, but I like to do moisture tests. And we're missing our kick plate right there. Come on. Missing our kick plate underneath there. There we go. No kick plate. Okay. So, on our electric receptacle outlets in the wall, we do not have spark suppression rings behind there. They're like $3 a piece. There's 9, 18, $20. They're going to charge you sales tax. That's how they get you. But we didn't have those. Our oven was not balanced. It was crooked. So I adjusted one of the feet so that it would not wobble, but it's not level. Okay, I just didn't like it wobbling because we do not have an anti-tip device behind there. Our oven has a self-cleaning feature, which I don't inspect for, but it does not have a convection feature. And it's an older oven, but it doesn't look like it's gotten a lot of use. So, except on the cooktop a little bit. Okay. This corner shouldn't be any closer to this corner than 24 inches. Okay, vent fan's not even required, but since you got one, it's not supposed to be closer than 24 inches. That's all I have is the. But code says the manufacturer, Samsung, okay, UL listed manufacturer, if they say this corner shouldn't be any closer than 35 inches, I don't know that, but if they say that, then they've decided that this is a perfectly good installation. And it's not up to me to question it. So I'm just going to question that there's less than 24 inches. We might learn that it's perfectly fine. We're good with that. The microwave works good. The light, not so good. How about that? I wonder if we got any fan over here. That's a little good. Okay, are you blowing? You're blowing. Now, see, this fan is circulating. It doesn't have a vent. When I had the roofing video, I had a picture of the vent that's on the roof that didn't have a vent cap. Well, we still need a vent cap. We don't need an open hole on the roof, but it's not hooked up to this kitchen vent. So there's going to be how pedantic we get about describing the problem, but we don't have a vent cap up there. We do not have an anti-tip device here. We do not have a lockout. We do not have GFCI protection for here, For the dishwasher, we do not have GFCI protection. For our laundry, we do not have GFCI protection. Our laundry equipment's in here. We're missing a cover plate right there, but no GFCI for you, no GFCI for you, which we should have. And then on in the kitchen, it's 1/3 horsepower, no GFCI for you. This is kind of an older dishwasher. You can kind of see all the controls and stuff, all the plastic is peeling off of it. And moving on down underneath here, it's 1/3 horsepower food waste disposal. I haven't operated it yet. Okay, coming underneath here, looking along, and we do not have GFCI protection for any of our kitchen appliances. That also includes the dishwasher and the food waste disposal. And then our dishwasher drain pipe, it comes out of here like this, and we do not have escutcheon plates. Look at the piping coming out. We do not have another electric receptacle cover plate right there. See that? We don't have a cover for that. Got the gap. See the drain pipe right there? We do not have a high enough loop. It's supposed to have a high loop to counteract the barometric pressure pushing down, pushing the dirty water from your sink down into this drain pipe into your clean dishes. No, that's a one-way drain. This was supposed to have a high loop over here so the water goes down and the barometric pressure does not push dirty water over into your dishes. That's what we're supposed to have here. Yay, team. Okay, gotta put this up here a little bit. And we're missing our kick plate. I think I remember I told you that. Not GFCI protected, don't have a high loop, and the control panel is a little rough. If this house was built this morning, and it wasn't, okay, but if it was built this morning, we'd not have an electric receptacle outlet on the wall of that peninsula right there. That wouldn't be there. But the house was built 20 years ago, and it is there. This is our thermostat. We got a nice little Nest thermostat. Got a whole video for this, and 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 we're coming on around in the primary bedroom. And this is the primary bathroom. And all this plumbing works just fine. But for some reason, whatever the reason to be, but we've gone in and we put some colored caulk in here. And I just want to know what the story is behind that. We do not have a gasket underneath here. You kind of got a little water and some cooties right in there. So you got a little bit of separation right in there. But what was going on? Why did we decide to put this sealant in here? Why? What's the story? What's the story behind that? This is the part of the time of the day where I like to say thank you, dear client, for your trust in your business. Those things mean the world to my family and I, and a good Google review means a lot to a small businessman like me. I really appreciate one of those. And to my YouTube nation out there, all 12 of you, 13? Okay, well, thank you, Minnesota. Okay, so all third my nation is growing, but there's a like button around here you can jab on, or if you've got insomnia, I heard my smooth FM radio voice can lull you right to sleep. And so, yeah. I'm coming over here. We're still in the primary bedroom. We're about to finish. Okay, but I got some water stains in the windowsills here. Those are pretty good stains, aren't they? That's pretty impressive. So, what's going on? They're damaged, at least. Now, if that was, they left the windows open and the rain came in and caused the damage, if that's what happened, I don't know. Does it leak every time it rains? I don't know that. Does it leak when the lawn sprinkler system hits the wall? The lawn sprinkler system's not working. I don't know. I don't know what the answers to this. Is this part of the lawn sprinkler system? What is this? Why is this? These are questions inquiring minds want to know. And that is it. We've just basically been through the house. We've seen the storage. We know the drill.